If you're serious, if you're not kidding yourself, and you really want to improve your life in any area, you know, for things to change, you got to change. For you to get better, for things to get better, you've got to get better. It's in every one of us. And so what we have to do is have a system to do it.
Whatever you desire in life you may have, for there is a cosmic power within you which can bring all your dream to fruition. This cosmic power is the greatest force in all the world. You can begin to use this power now for healing your body and for prosperity in your business or professional world.
But that's just what you must go through in order to get where you want to go. And guess what? You are strong enough to do it. You're strong enough, and your life is worth whatever you have to go through to get past this addiction.
You can experience an exciting adventure. You and I are about to explore and plumb the storehouse of wisdom, power, and all treasures of the cosmic power within you. You will learn how to use this cosmic power in your daily life, in your personal relationship, in the healing of marital problems or discord in your home or office, and in all other phases of your life.
Today, people have no patience. We all want it right now, and people don't only not commit to mastery, but they rarely even find a real mentor or coach. They think they have all the answers, they try a few things, if it doesn't work, they run to something else. If you want a great jump in the quality of your life, an extraordinary jump in the quality of your life, you got to set yourself up to win. You got to set yourself up with a process that allows you to consistently grow, consistently enjoy your life, and consistently produce the results that you're really after.
All you have to do is to use the cosmic power within you, which is always available, waiting for you to call upon it. Cease looking outside. Look inside yourself and make the magic contact, for as you change your attitude and mind, you change the world.
What is your best throw in the world?
To get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your times.
Sometimes your life will be in a slump, just like sports. Some of the best shooters can't hit baskets different times in games. They get in a slump. Do they sit on the sideline and say, I just didn't hit a basket today? No, they continue to execute.
We sometimes think there is quiet desperation. Young people's lives are filled with sadness, desperation, and anarchy and chaos.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
You can come out defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new passion, a new fire, excited about the new opportunities in front of you.
People who were enduring jail and torture and beatings because they had a sense that somehow, some way, justice would prevail.
There are times when anything that can happen will happen. Murphy's Law will be knocking at your door.
Remember what you learned in the experience and then let go of the negative event. But if you go through a painful time and you don't come out with what you were supposed to learn, you're doing yourself a disservice.
You got to trust in the heart of hearts. Inside what you're doing, what you believe in is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed.
Most people in their careers have moments of disillusionment or a sense that they don't know where they're going.
There are forces of darkness trying to keep you from your destiny. Don't get caught up in where this piece to my puzzle fits. Joel, doesn't make sense. This is an ugly piece. Keep moving forward.
The hunger, the ability to face defeat again and again without giving up. You have that quality within you. When you're hungry, you don't care about the facts. You don't care about the odds.
And you shouldn't merely consider yourself successful based on the prosperity you gain for yourself if you have made a difference. That difference is something each one of us can make.
When you've been through something, in one sense, you've been given a gift. You are uniquely qualified to help others struggling in that same situation.
The only thing that's going to make you happy, my friend, in this year or any other, is to step up. It's to raise the standard. It's to discover what you're capable of and feel that incredible power of pushing through whatever's holding you back and get to the other side of more of your true self.
How do you motivate yourself? One of the things that we must do is that we must be involved in working on achieving self-mastery.
Nothing is a coincidence. Some things are to help us grow, mature, come up higher. Then there are times God will allow us to go through a difficult season, so later on we can be instrumental in helping somebody else overcome.
Why do you deserve what you want? Why you? Why do you deserve it? What meaning and value will it bring to your life? What's so different about you that you deserve your goal or this goal?
Dig deep down and ask yourselves, who do you want to be? Not what, but who. And I'm talking about not what your parents and teachers want you to be, but you. I'm talking about figuring out for yourselves what makes you happy. No matter how crazy it may sound to the people. First, trust yourself no matter what anyone else thinks.
Nothing can resist the will of a people that will stake even their existence on the extent of their purpose for good.
Excuses sound best to the people that's making them up. You got every excuse in the world. That's why your shit ain't. That's why ain't nothing changed and nothing will change. Because you have convinced yourself that everything is wrong, is negative, and nothing will change.
The most common thing people talk about is how they want to make a change in their life. But everybody wants a change, but nobody wants to work out. See, one of the challenges that we have in our lives is we don't realize that the process of training ourselves, the process of conditioning ourselves actually feels incredible once you get that initial momentum. But most people don't.
Being broke, struggling, dropping every excuse in the book about your childhood and the problems and dysfunction that you grew up in that's stopping you from becoming successful. You don't like your friends, so why you still fucking? You don't trust your managers, agents, and lawyers, so why are they still there? Do you really expect your life and career to be any different?
That difficulty is an opportunity to get stronger, to develop character, to gain new confidence. Anybody can give up. Anybody can let it overwhelm you. But you know what that's doing? Wasting your times.
You have perception. That's your way you look at life. You have your will. That teaches you to concentrate. You have your memory. There's no such thing as a bad memory. You have a perfect memory. You have reason. Okay? That's your thinking. And you have imagination. These are all phenomenal mental tools. And you can use them to develop greater and greater success. And you're going to have to use them if you're going to live from the inside out. Ever-growing success. He said, we're made for progress. Every person contains within themselves the capacity for endless development.
I had to redefine who I was and what I wanted to become. And unfortunately, I'd never done that before in my life.
You possess all of the essentials within yourself. All you need is to gain a right understanding all of the principles and the laws upon which success is based, and then apply the right methods of operating these causes until success is earned. But you must earn it. There is no free lunch.
Just count the days you can tell people how long you lasted. If you want lasting change, you've got to give up this idea of trying something. You got to decide you're going to commit to mastery. And when I say commit to mastery, what I mean by that is keep growing and expanding and not just reacting to the world that's constantly demanding your attention.
Stress is not because you work too hard. Stress is not because you're not getting what you want. Stress is actually because you're giving up something and working for something else. That's what causes stress. That's what causes unhappiness. When you're actually working for something that you know is not making you happy, is what causes unhappiness. All our work, all our lives, all our relationships, it's amazing how much people continue to be in that sphere even when they know they're not happy.
There's no limit to our possibility. We can focus and individualize the elements, the forces, and the principles of the whole world. Do you know that the electric light is a brand new idea relative to most of the population of the world? Do you know that these things, everything we've got that we take for granted, they're relatively new? It's all happened. We can have everything we want. We can enjoy all the good we want to enjoy. But only if we work in harmony with the law. And the odds of us working in harmony with them is pretty slim if we don't understand them. We've got to study.
Don't make excuses once you've lost, but don't be comfortable with failing. Give up is the worst thing that you can do to yourself. Giving up easy is the easiest thing to do. It's just so natural for you to say, I have something else to do. This is not my priority. Or I gave it my best shot. That doesn't work. There is no best shot. There is only one best shot, and that's when you win.
As you move away, don't consider that you are coming out with a degree which is a privilege. How many times have you heard people say, this can't be done? It's your job to remove those myths and to get things done.
Impossible is a big word that people throw around, small-minded people, to justify what they have.
What abilities, what skills, what books, what sermons, what seminars, what businesses will die with you?
If you were a parent, if you were a boyfriend, if you were a girlfriend, husband, wife, friend, sister, brother, whatever, you have to continue working to get that attachment. Don't give up, but at the same time, don't be so useless. You have to give it your best. You have to say, I will not give up, and if I fail, that will be the worst thing that will happen to me. So I will not fail. Success is my only option. Failure is not.
And having people take advantage of me because of what I didn't know. I had to talk to myself because people were saying to me that I was dumb. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I was saying, you're right, look at what I've done. Come on, man, get yourself together. You can handle this, you just haven't figured it out yet.
You can come out defeated, giving up on your dreams, or you can come out with a new passion, a new fire, excited about the new opportunities in front of you.
The difference between a winner and a loser, the failure's there every single time. It's just the winner gets back up and does it again, until it goes his way. So now you're down that path and you're all alone. How do you know you're on the right path? How do you know what you're doing is in the right direction?
I would be good at what I was doing. I wouldn't be happy anymore. I realized that that was something that came naturally to me but wasn't something that made me happy. It was something that I could do, but that didn't mean I would necessarily have to do it all my life.
How you hold yourself in the small things of life. Build the character winning blocks of the things that we'll remember for. There's every excuse in the world why not to go to the gym.
So you want to work on yourself. You want to read books that inspire you and motivate you. You want to listen to tapes over and over and over again. And I suggest that you listen to tapes when you first get up in the morning. You want to control the spirit of your day. When you first wake up in the morning, your mind is operating at 10.5 wave cycles per second. That's when the subconscious mind is most impressionable. Whatever you hear in the first 20 minutes when you wake up, that will affect the spirit of your day. Believing that this can happen for you, and you will get a breakthrough. It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared. Start working and developing yourself now and prepare yourself for what it is that you want, because you expect to get it.
Stop complaining about being out of shape when you never go to the gym. Stop looking at your stomach when you get out of the shower and your body and complaining about the way you look when you're eating everything in sight and never going to the gym. You are the reason you look the way you look. You are the reason you're unemployed. You are the reason why your surroundings are so dysfunctional and negative.
It's the way that you are, not what you're getting out of the way that you are. It's that wonderful work of art that your life becomes, that you begin to see that I can make my life unfold. The paradox is that all of the things that I chased after so hard, so diligently, show up in your life just the right amounts. It's an attitude of knowing, surrendering, not to anyone, but surrendering from the things that most of us are pursuing all of our lives, where we get on that stress-filled, fast pace. I have to achieve, I have to perform, I have to succeed, I have to become number one, I have to beat everybody else in order to prove myself. You begin to develop an inner sense of harmony, that those kinds of things are very low-level determiners of what kind of a human being you're going to be.
And because you are unstoppable, because you've got power that you haven't even begun to use yet, you owe it to yourself to release your brakes. How many of you have the experience of pulling out of your driveway and you mashed on the accelerator and the car was just going, and couldn't move, and you mashed harder and it couldn't move, and then you discovered you had your emergency brakes on? Most of us go through life with our brakes on, holding back, not giving all that we have, not sharing all of ourselves. Most of us go to our graves still holding on rather than releasing it. What are some of those things that keep us from releasing it? Because of past experiences, past defeats, past pain. We look back, well, it didn't work out then. It probably won't work out now.
And that's true for you. That's true for every single one of us. That what our life really is all about, it defies the world of form. It defies the world of linear. And yet we spend almost all of our energy and our time here, in this part of our consciousness, in form, believing that this is who we are. When you learn to go into your mind, when you learn that your mind is really a place that you can visit, and exquisitely touch the face of God, you can remove the tension and stress and everything else that's troublesome in your life when you give yourself time to experience your true humanity.
I'm frustrated with the amount of people that are not successful because they have thought their way into a depression. You have thought your way into negativity and misery. You have thought your way into holding on to a dude or a girl that you broke up with a year or two ago and you're still sad and miserable, they done moved on with their life. It's all in the mind. Change your mind and it will change your life. You just have to wake up. You just have to break that negative spirit. You have to break through all of that shit that you're carrying.
See, life is not just that simple. It's not that cut and dry. And that's why most people never realize their personal greatness, because they're casual about life. And when you are casual about life, you will end up a casualty. Life is serious business. When you don't have a true appreciation and acceptance for who you are, and you allow yourself to be immobilized by fear, what happens in the process is that you begin to abuse yourself. You begin to sabotage your life, you begin to sabotage your dreams, you begin to unconsciously work against yourself.
If you allow that lifestyle, that chaos, that impressionable mindset, that drinking and drugs and all those things are the way to go, then it's going to pull you down. It's going to suck you under.
The time is now. The time is now to express and for people to believe in themselves. The time is now for it to be okay to be great. People in this world shun people for being great, for being a bright color, for standing out. But the time is now to be okay to be the greatest you.
Anything I've ever attempted, I was always willing to fail. You can't be paralyzed by fear or failure, or you will never push yourself. You keep pushing because you believe in yourself and in your vision. And you know that it's the right thing to do, and success will come, so don't be afraid to fail.
Then that kind of relieves the pressure of self-doubt. I mean, it's sort of like, I don't have any doubt about whether we're going to fail. That's the likely outcome.
You must be willing to go forward and face your fears again and again and again, because you're never going to have a fear-free existence. I mean, some fear is acceptable and legitimate. There are some things that you really should be afraid of. Now, you shouldn't allow it to immobilize you.
Nothing is impossible. You just have to kind of keep running through the walls.
It's crazy that we live in a world that if you're super positive and super creative, that it's scary. So what does that tell you about the mentality of most people?
It's impossible. I've heard that so many times. It's just impossible. Can't be done.
We must give our permission to fear to immobilize us. Because whatever discomfort you experience, whatever challenges or difficulty that it is, you got to handle it.
So unfortunately, instead of still chasing my dream and rising to the occasion, I let the real first substantial fear kind of take over my self-confidence and start pushing it away and pushing it down, burying it into my soul.
Most people dabble. They talk about, well, I'd like to change my body, I'd like to make my relationship better, I'd like to have more passion there, but they don't know what to do, and even if they did, they don't have enough detail to be able to follow through. They haven't made the shifts in their own emotion and their psychology to follow through, and it isn't that difficult, but there is a path, and it requires consistency. Whatever you want to make better, you better make sure you measure it more often.
You are exactly what you think all day long. Consequently, you are the artificer of your own future. As you change your thought life or pattern, you change your destiny. Begin now to command your life pattern and go forward to achievement, accomplishment, victory, and experience a life more abundant right here and right now. There is a power in you that has never been fully released. The power that moves the world and governs the galaxies in space is within you.
Push you past the fear. Your hunger to have them will give you a special drive. As you work on yourself, as you begin to acknowledge your true identity, the true power that you have, the true capacity you have to bring about change, the miracle working power that you have within yourself to do the things that you want to do.
When I had that purpose and it was attached to my self-confidence, I was able to achieve what I wanted to achieve, and that was really to be a part of a team on a different level, whether we won or we lost. That my purpose is driven by the forging of my self-confidence as well as my commitment to living a team life.
If you feel that your particular talent is worth developing, is worth caring for, then there's nothing you can't achieve.
When you're working with people, and all of our success is about relationships with other people, listening allows you to understand people better. But here's the thing, it helps them feel respected, appreciated, trusted by you, because listening opens up that door automatically.
You can choose to set goals and realize your potential, or you can choose not to set them. Now, if you choose not to set them, you got to understand that the consequences are not going to be good down the road.
It was very difficult to pick myself up each day believing that I could do it. There were times that I doubted myself.
So literally, without goals, you're directionless. You will be used. See, people without goals get used by other people who have them. People that don't have goals work for people who do. And so you want to be someone who picks up and gets clear about what you want.
Appreciate beauty, to find the best in others, and to leave the world a bit better.
You know, every time you lose at something, you're one step closer to winning the next time. The difference between successful people and not successful people, let's call it that way, are people give up. People wake up every morning and have doubt, they have fear, they lose in a Ferrari race or they lose in a race, and then they just give up.
Do what you love, hard work, encased with a beautiful frosting of perseverance.
What was going through your mind when everything was just falling apart, and you don't even know you don't even know what to do, and basically everything was just falling apart?
Is that because you've heard that if you love what you do, time flies, and you get caught up in it, and life is happy and peaceful because you're doing what your heart and you're called to do in your genetic and DNA.
I haven't had any regrets, you know, and it's sometimes really hard. I'll tell you, it's really about staying true to why I'm here and what's important to me, and keeping my artistic integrity as well as my creative.
You have to be willing to carry the bag. And that's a simple quote, meaning get out there, you get on the planes, the trains, the automobiles, you shake hands, you meet with people, you do the Excel sheets, you do the numbers, you just work hard.
You have to understand that life is a journey. Communication creates partnerships, and that you always have to remember to take care of you first and foremost.
How many times have you talked to people and they're typing away or they're on the phone, oh yeah, what's up? Or typing and kind of looking at you. Stop, put things down, look people in the eyes, give them your full attention.
But those things that I gave up, were things that I wanted to help me get to my goal. And there were times where I've been put in uncomfortable situations, but I've used my mental power, my mental strength to push through it. I think that's how you can look at any of the athletes in the world. I mean, Tiger, it's like people don't make excuses.
The choice that we have, though, is either to give up or keep on going. There are some things in life that are out of your control that you can't change, and you got to live with.
You have to stop looking at what you don't have and what's not happening for you.
Don't take the next job or don't do the next startup because you should. Do it because you want to. Because you can think of nothing better, more exciting, more energizing to get up every day and go do than whatever it is that you selected.
We all get what we tolerate in ourselves and other people. But when you're no longer willing to tolerate something, that's when your life changes. It's like if you want to take the island and you're the head of the army and you want to take the island, the most powerful way to take the island is burn the boats. Because if there's no way to go back, it's amazing what happens when it's a must to do something versus a should. That's what makes human beings succeed.